What's up guys, Zach here with my WWE Hell in a Cell 2010 pay-per-view review. Pay-per-view went off the air about a good 2 or 3 minutes ago, and wow, this was an amazing pay-per-view in my opinion. Want to hint to everybody, this is all my opinion, so don't get your freaking panties wet over this. If I overrated a match, you think I overrated or anything, but like I said, it's just my opinions, and in my opinion, this pay-per-view was amazing. This is just an awesome pay-per-view. This is a must-watch pay-per-view from WWE this year, in my opinion, because a lot of pay-per-views this year have not been very good, so this is a must-watch pay-per-view from WWE this year. Now, the pay-per-view started off with a triple threat submissions count anywhere match for the United States Championship, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz versus John Morrison. This was an epic opener. This was phenomenal opener, in my opinion. This had a lot of great stuff in this. They weren't just in the ring for about, they were only in the ring for about a good 5 minutes, and the rest of the match they were just all over the place. You know, towards the end, that's where it started really getting great. Towards the end, you know, John Morrison actually ended up going up the cage, because during the entrance stage, there's a cage around the entrance stage. He went up the cage and he did a suicide dive onto Miz and Daniel, and I was like, oh my god, this is just epic match. And then Morrison had Miz in submission, and then Alex Riley came out, attacked the Miz, not the Miz, but John Morrison. I think John Morrison threw, or Alex Riley threw John Morrison to a camera guy, because a camera guy actually got knocked out during one of the matches. You saw the camera moving when he got knocked out. It was pretty funny, by the way. And Morrison's on the match, so was Miz and Daniel Bryan. And then, you know, they're fighting for a couple minutes, and then Miz went to pick him up, but Daniel Bryan put him in the bell lock, and the Miz ended up tapping out to have Daniel Bryan to retain the United States Championship in a phenomenal opener. A must-watch opener, in my opinion. Next match you had was the Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship, Randy Orton versus Sheamus. In my opinion, some people are going to think I overrated this match, and honestly, I do think I overrated the match, but this was another phenomenal match, in my opinion. This was great. Nothing really bad with this match. They worked this match perfect, in my opinion. You know, they worked what needed to be worked. They used the cell actually quite often. They used the cell perfectly, in my opinion. They actually used the steel steps a lot in this match. And it was just a really good match between Sheamus and Orton. Definitely Sheamus' best match so far in WWE. But at the end of the match, Sheamus had Orton in the high cross onto the steel steps, because he was standing in steel steps, but Orton tripped Sheamus, so Sheamus' back went into the steel steps, and you know, when they were getting back up, Randy Orton went up and hit the RKO on the Sheamus onto the steel steps and get the 1-2-3 to retain the WWE Championship. Like I said, very good match. Miz did not cash in, unfortunately, which I was really hoping to happen, but it did not happen, so I was kind of sad about that. But like I said, very good match between Orton and Sheamus. And then next to go backstage, you have Josh Matthews interviewing the NXT Season 3 Divas. But before they could really say anything, Nexus came out saying how they're going to induct a new member into Nexus later on tonight. And they go back to the ring, and Alberto Del Rio comes out, basically embarrassing Rey Mysterio again. And then Edge came out saying how he hates all the stupid crap that's going on in WWE lately. And then Jack Swagger comes out, and you know, Swagger, Edge, and Del Rio get into like a little brawl thing. And then the general manager of Raw computer goes off, like, when the hell did they put those on pay-per-view? And then he announces Edge versus Swagger, and they had a pretty good match. You know, not a great match, but it was a good match. Edge got the win, unfortunately, after hitting the spear on Jack Swagger. You know, Swagger needs to start winning some more matches, because the last time Swagger won an actual match on pay-per-view was back in Extreme Rules, which was 6 months ago. So, as Jack Swagger needs to start winning some pay-per-view matches again. Hopefully it turns around at Survivor Series or TLC. And then from there we get the Nexus disbands, or John Cena joins Nexus. John Cena versus Barrett. And this crowd was so into that match, and this match was, the crowd made the match so much better. It made the match really good. And then the ending was just epic, because everyone didn't know what was going to go on, because everyone was calling Cena's going to win or Barrett's going to win. And Matt Striker actually made a note that matchmaker said, "Did you notice that only the little kids and the girls chant Cena while the guys are chanting Barrett?" Which is a very valid point because that is very true. But at the end, John Cena had Wade Barrett in the STF, and some random person runs in the ring, looked like they did at SummerSlam last year between Orton and Cena. Someone came in the ring, and while the referee was trying to get him out, Cena was on the ropes, and someone hit John Cena. And from what I looked, it looked like Husky Harris. So I'm like, wait, so are the NXT Season 2 guys going to be in Nexus now? Because everyone's saying the guy who jumped in the ring is Michael McGillicuddy. So I'm like, alright, I know for a fact Husky Harris hit Wade Barrett. But I'm like, alright, is that Michael McGillicuddy? Because the person didn't have any hair, so you really couldn't tell who it was. Well, you really couldn't see their head because the referee was holding it. So, and then John Cena's on the mat. Wade Barrett pins him. 1, 2, 3. Wade Barrett wins the match, and John Cena is now in the Nexus. Mark out moment. I was marking out so bad. My brother actually told me to shut up because that's how bad I was marking out. It was crazy. It was intense. It was just a mark out moment. I can't wait for Raw tomorrow night now. John Cena in the Nexus. This should be awesome. And everyone's reaction after the match, they're going to all the kids. All the kids' faces are like, holy crap, did this really just happen? And I think someone was actually like almost crying. But John Cena's in the Nexus. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm very happy that happened. Next year is the Unified Divas Championship match. Michelle McCool versus Natalya. I wasn't really paying attention to the match. I was trying to stare at Layla the entire time. But that match ended in DQ after Natalya had Michelle McCool on the sharpshooter. I guess the Layla threw her shoe at her, and the referee calls for a DQ and whatever. And then you go to the main event, Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Kane versus Undertaker. Honestly, I wasn't really into this match. I was actually kind of bored with this match, to tell you the truth. Nothing really special about this match, but at the end, Paul Bearer's in the ring, and Undertaker's getting ready for a tombstone, and they turn the lights off. They start doing like his entrance, kind of like the lights are flickering and everything. And then Paul Bearer does a light at the end of the urn onto Undertaker. Undertaker gets blinded by it, and then Kane ends up hitting a choke slam, and then did he hit a tombstone? I don't know what he hit first. I think he just hit a tombstone, but I'm gonna say Kane hit a tombstone after 1, 2, 3 to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. I did not predict Kane to win, but I said in my predictions that I think Kane is gonna win, and I think Kane is gonna win. So Kane did retain the World Heavyweight Championship in an okay main event, nothing really special, but overall this pay-per-view was great. This is the must-see pay-per-view of 2010 from WWE. If you want to see any pay-per-view, this is definitely the one you want to watch. So yeah, I'm Zach with my WWE Hell in a Cell 2010 pay-per-view review. John Cena is in the Nexus. I'm Zach, and I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching.